Hi everyone, my name is Patrick Catanzariti, otherwise known as PatCat for short, and I'm a developer from Sydney, Australia. My app is called GeoGlitched, and it's a game where you wander around your real world and items start popping up from a different place around the world, and you've got to work out where they're from and send them back. I'm hoping that GeoGlitched is going to help teach people about the world in a totally different way, where you get to explore your world by wandering around your location, but also explore a different part of the world by having other items from other places around the world kind of pop into where you are. It already works well as a multiplayer game because, as I found while I've been getting my wife to test it, you often really want to be involved even when somebody else is playing. Because even though I've spent weeks and weeks building this and putting together everything, there are still towns that I've never seen because there are so many towns. So it's really exciting to watch with somebody else who's playing at the same time because you want to see what they're doing, what they're seeing, what landmarks and signs and flags pop up for them. When you open up GeoGlitched, you're going to get to the menu. And the menu's a lovely place. It's got several options. One of them is Quick Game. Don't click that yet, you haven't played it. Go to Start Game and click the Start Game button. There is a lot going on behind the scenes of the GeoGlitched app. Each time it loads around, it starts off by looking through a list of around 41,000 locations sourced from Simple Maps Creative Commons collection. From there, it grabs a whole bunch of landmarks like common tourist spots, shops, hospitals, cafes, restaurants, all using the OpenStreetMap API. It can find sometimes hundreds, if not thousands, of different landmarks for each location. So just because you get the same town doesn't even necessarily mean that you'll get the same landmarks and clues each time. They've also got flags. I put in flags for about 250 different countries. We've got bills, so dollar bills that lay around the place. Currency and copyright's a bit messy, so for now I've included sample bills from any country where it is legal to use representations of their currency. We've also got event banners that get pulled in through a public holiday API, and news, which gets pulled in through the Media Stack API, so all the latest news headlines of the day for each country. We pull in a whole bunch of different things, and then we start placing them in the world using the ARDK's meshing functionality. So it starts to randomly place these things on the ground around you, and the more you look around, the more these elements start to pop up. And they also can sort of hide behind things. So some things, like little bills, dollar bills that are on the floor, have a little bit of occlusion because they're placed on the floor. So you have to kind of look around things to kind of spot the little bits and pieces. Once you've got enough information, once you've sort of seen enough things, you click on the globe in the bottom left corner, and it'll pop up asking you which one of these places you think you're in. Choose the one you think you are, and then you click it and you send all those items back to that location. There are so many things that I want to add into the GeoGlitched game in the future. A few things I've already started paving the way for. So you'll see in the bottom corner of the game there is a compass that points you to north. The reason for that is I want to use the ARDK semantics functionality to segment out the sky and put in a virtual sun that will hopefully help some people work out whether they are in the northern or southern hemisphere. There are a bunch of different gameplay modes that I also want to add, so I want to make an easy mode, hard mode, and a multiplayer mode using ARDK's multiplayer functionality, so a bunch of people can all play at the same time. One thing I'm particularly excited about with GeoGlitched is that it is quite universal in how it works. You can play it from anywhere in the world, and it doesn't matter if you don't speak English because the places it might take you don't necessarily have English clues. People of all ages can play it. Kids could play it learning geography and working out what different countries are like, learning flags, doing all that sort of stuff. I'm hoping that as a net benefit, we'll get a lot more of a shared understanding of the world and everybody that we share it with. Even though GeoGlitched is just in its early development right now, I do have plans to get it out there into the app stores. I want to see people worldwide playing it and having a great time, learning about different cultures. I really want to get so many more elements into this app to make it even more exciting, have even more clues to explore, so many more game modes to try. I'd like to have ways for people to share those experiences, what they see in the app with others, and just so much more. I just would really like to see it out there and see what people do and what they experience. It's going to be amazing.